What's going on, guys? Max Melanet here, bringing you another little video today. As you could tell from the thumbnail, I am trying out Spitfire Formula Fours for the very first time today. So this should be exciting. You know, there's a lot of hype around these wheels. I've ridden on them on other people's setups for maybe a minute at a time, but I've never really got to experience them on my own setup for myself. So yesterday I went to Seasons Skate Shop, shout out Seasons in Albany, New York, and I picked up a set of 56mm Radial Fulls. The Radial Fulls are like the biggest size Formula 4 that Spitfire makes. You can see these are some pretty wide boys right here. And 56mm tall, that's gonna be like the tallest skate wheel that I've ridden in a long time. They are the 99 durometer, and this is from the Burn Squad series, the Curren Caples model. I'm not super familiar with Curren Caples. I've checked out some of his clips and he's a super rad skater. And maybe because I'm riding his pro model Spitfire now, maybe I'll get more into him. But yeah, I'm really excited to check these out. I also got some Bronson bearings to try out with these. These are the G3s. Shout out to Seasons once again, because they gave me a discount on these and sold me the G3s for the price of just the G2s. So thank you so much, Seasons. But yeah, the reason I got the 56mm Radial Fulls is for the last year or so, for like 6 months I was riding Pal Dragons, then I was riding the Andy Nano Cubics, and that's a 93 durometer for the Dragon, so a bit softer, and the 97 for the Andys is also, for the Andy wheels, is also a bit softer. So if I was gonna go for a 99 durometer and have the hardest wheel I've ever ridden, I wanted something that was wide, tall, pretty chunky, just to kind of like take away some of the vibration that the 99 durometer is gonna have. So yeah, without further ado, I think I've covered most of why I got these wheels. You know, I just wanted to try them out, something new. Wanted to get the board a little taller too, because I kind of want some slower, bigger pop. That's one reason I went with the Indies. So yeah, I'm ready to set these up. Just one other thing, I'm hoping I don't get wheel bite. I have 1/8 inch risers right now with some forged Indies. So that puts them like a millimeter taller than just a standard Indy without risers. So I'm thinking that that should be good. I don't ride my trucks super loose, so we should be chilling. So yeah, let's go get these set up and we'll start riding them. Just for the sake of comparison, I wanted to show the size of the new Spitfires next to my Andy Nano Cubics. I just measured the Andy Nano Cubics, and those started at a 52, but they're now around a 48 or a 49. So this is definitely gonna be a pretty big difference in what I've been riding. But I'm excited to see how it changes up my riding, how it changes up my tricks and everything. So yeah, let's put these things on. All right, so as you guys can see, the new Spitfires are on my board. I know that a lot of people like to put the graphic on the inside, but I'm one of those people who, I don't know, I don't follow that trend. I kind of like to see the graphic on the outside matching with the different colors of the deck and whatnot. So I'm thinking this looks pretty clean. You can roast me if you want, but you know, I like the graphic on the outside. But besides that, just looking here, they are looking a lot bigger than those Nano Cubics like I already showed before. I'm liking how the Bronsons are matching with that orange on my deck too. That's kind of nice. But we got a good bit of clearance, especially with that riser pad, so I'm not too worried about wheel bite. And yeah, they're spinning pretty good. Got to get them broken in. They're so quiet right now with the new wheels and the new bearings. I'm not used to that. But yeah, you know, let's I'm gonna go get my helmet on, you know, put some of this trash away, and then we can start riding these things for the first time. All right, so here we are, got them set up, like I said, and I'm ready to go. I guess I'm just gonna cruise around on them first and just like test how they revert, the power slide ability and all that good stuff, and then we'll start doing some flat ground on them. They definitely don't grip as much as the Nano Cubics or the Dragons. They're definitely a little bit slidier, but I guess since it's so wide, just that harder durometer isn't making like a huge difference, which I like, because I don't want them to be so slidey that I'm gonna slip out on tricks or trying to power slide or revert. So that extra wideness of the Radial Full is definitely giving a little bit more grip, just not as much as the Dragons would or the Nano Cubics. Power slides are feeling good on these. I'm not going on any hill right now or going super fast, but just for a few push-offs, it's pretty good. It's feeling nice. I also don't know if you can see that, but I think we did get a slight bit of wheel bite, but I didn't notice it when I was actually riding, so I think we should be all right. Before I start doing some ollies on this, my theory with having the taller wheel, the 56mm wheel, is that there's a greater distance from my tail to the actual ground, which means I can theoretically get more pop out of it. Not necessarily a snappier pop, because I know if it'd be lower to the ground, it's easier to pop, but more so I'm gonna have to work on my form to really lift my legs up. But once I do get the form down on these, I should be able to get that extra power to get the board up in the air. I don't know, I'm hoping it can kind of train me to get my legs higher in the air and really get my ollies higher. So let's see how it works. Let's try the first one. Hopefully no ghost pop. I'm definitely feeling the extra weight from the 56s. I think I just need to give it a lot more ollies to really tell, so let's just keep rocking them out and then I can kind of give a better opinion on them. I said before, it's definitely going to take some more getting used to, just with the extra height and weight and stuff. Definitely feels a lot heavier than the past wheels, which isn't a bad thing, but I have noticed a few ghost pops as well. I don't know, I can't really know for sure if my ollie's getting off the ground higher right now, just because I'm getting used to it, but we're just going to keep rocking out with some flat ground and, you know, see how they go with the 180s and stuff. A quick little recap so far. As you can see, 180s feel pretty dang nice on this bigger wheel. I'm starting to get those moving well. Kind of already said all this stuff, but the 180s feel good, and the pop on the ollies just isn't quite there yet. Getting a little frustrated on the ollies just because I'm trying to figure out the timing, and I know that takes time to get that with new wheels and new trucks and everything. But that's my biggest goal right now, is to get my ollies really good. So I'm hoping once I can get the timing down that these will feel better, especially I got to get used to the weight and everything. But moving on, the next test is going to be shove-its and pop shove-its. That's what I'm most concerned about, having a bigger wheel and a heavier wheel. I think it might mess with the rotation a little bit. I have to jump higher not to have my feet catch on the rotation. So this should be interesting, but I'm gonna try to at least get a couple good ones right now. So let's see what happens. That went better than I was expecting. I don't know. I'm real scared of it right now, but I got to get past that fear. We hung on. I think think the biggest thing is I gotta jump higher with all my tricks. I'm so scared of getting high in the air, and I just need to accept that I gotta do that if I wanna get better. Let's go. Woo! I'll take it. As you can see, and you've probably seen in other videos, I've been struggling with shove-its quite a bit. I don't know, just it's a trick that scares me in my head mentally because I'm scared to jump, like I said. And that's something that I really got to get over. And these bigger wheels definitely made that even scarier because it means I have to jump just that much higher just to land the same way that I have been landing because of that extra ride height. But that's one reason I did this is I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put bigger wheels on. It's gonna make me jump higher. So that way in the future, if I switch back to smaller wheels, I'm only gonna benefit from this. So even if I don't use these wheels like long term, I think they're just gonna help my riding in general, especially if I switch back down to a smaller size wheel. So I feel like we're pretty warmed up with our flat ground stuff. So I'm gonna try to go up to the local curb spot. I think school's out now, so I'm hoping. I've been like fiending to grind on that thing for a while. And it'll be cool to see how these wheels grind, how the new trucks grind, and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's head that way and see if we can get some nice ride-on grinds in and some slappies. Just pulled up to the spot. I still see a lot of cars here, some teachers getting out. So I think we're gonna have to go to another spot in the meantime and maybe swing back by here when it's a little later. All right, guys, so I just pulled up on the local college campus here in New Paltz. This is a spot that I skated a long time ago. It's just nearby where the slappy curb is. So just in the meantime, might just ride down here, do some firecrackers. This is a little mani pad that I'm standing on. It's not super tall or anything, but might just get some little ollies up that with the new wheels. And just, you know, get some cool little clips while we're waiting for the slappy curb to clear out. Also just met like a really cool older gentleman who was talking to me about filmography, or I mean, not filmography, cinematography. I should know that, duh. But yeah, it was a really cool experience meeting new people while you're out skating. You never know who you're gonna run into. So yeah, let's start skating this spot and see what's up. That was a battle for the stupidest, smallest curb that I have ever ridden on. I don't want to get negative. I'm going to try to just be happy that I got it. I'm not even including all the temps here because I got so mad halfway through the recording that I just turned my phone off and I was working for like 20 more minutes just to get up this curb. And just, it was really, I don't know what was going on. Like, I definitely do. I know it's new trucks, new wheels, everything. I haven't been able to skate much because it's the winter. But this was a curb that I was ollieing up like 6 months ago, no problem. And the fact, it probably just took me like 50 or 60 tries to do that ollie up that you just saw. But we got it. You know, that's all that counts. It's really frustrating when you feel like you've regressed and you're trying to get back to where you were previously, because getting big ollies is like really what I'm trying to like get the best at right now. And this is just, I mean, I don't know, this is like a 4-inch curb, 5-inch curb, maybe not even like 4 inches. So we got over it though. That's one thing about these bigger wheels. That's what I got to say, like about going back into this review. Having a much taller wheel than before, it's like 8 millimeters taller basically. My pop is completely off right now. It does not feel very confident. I have to snap my ankle way harder, get my legs up in the air quicker. The timing's different, but we got that. So I'm just gonna do a little firecracker down that little like long 5-stair thing, and then maybe we can head back to the curb and see if it's free now, because it's been like an hour since we were last there. So yeah, let's do it.